today's travel rules to live by on a packed flight. Who gets dibs on those tiny shared armrests? How do you reserve a poolside lounge chair? No matter where your travels take you, there's a right way and a wrong way to get what you want. Claire Newell is a travel expert and the author of Travel Best Bets, an insider's guide to taking the best trips ever. Hey, Claire, good morning. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
What is it about travel that brings out the best and the worst in people?
You know, it's one of those things where if you don't know how to behave, you can behave badly without even knowing it.
And at home, if you have people around you behaving badly, you can just escape them. But when you're at a hotel, you're in close quarters, and sometimes you got to deal with this for a week at a time.
Exactly.
All right, let's start on an airplane, okay? Come on over to our little coach section of our studio here.
Yes.
And here's the deal. The first one is there's someone sitting in this middle seat right now, and you got these skimpy little armrests.
Right.
And how you're always jockeying for position and fighting for the armrest. What's the rule?
Well, they are really small, as you can see here. But the rule of thumb is if you're on the outside, you get the outside armrest, and the poor guy stuck in this uncomfortable seat in the middle, access to both.
So in other words, that's his reward for getting the crummiest seat.
Exactly.
He or she gets both of these armrests.
That's right.
How about another one, okay? Let's say this is the window, you're on the aisle.
Okay.
And you fall asleep, and I have to go to the bathroom, okay?
The don't on this one is, actually, when I was coming here, someone stood on the armrest to get over a sleeper and almost took out the person.
I do that all the time. Yeah, I do. I crawl like that. No, that's not right.
No, it is so not right.
What would I do?
You would tap me on the shoulder and then wake me up and excuse yourself into the aisle.
Really? See, I would tap you on the shoulder, but I would do it from behind, like it's the guy behind you who did it, and then I would sit back down and I'd say, while you're up, and I'll go.
So you're also cheeky, but rude and cheeky.
Exactly. Okay, what about the reclining issue here? You know, I mean, a lot of people, they come back, and if you're in coach, it's tight space.
It's very tight space. And the don't on this one is don't push the button and recline back quickly, because it doesn't give the person time to react. Likely their beverage or their laptop is going to end up in their lap. So the rule, look over your shoulder, press the button, and then go back slowly, giving the person time to react behind you, just to grab their drink or position their laptop.
And you go all the way back? Is that okay? I go back till I hear a scream.
That's a good call. I say go back, but not during mealtime.
Well, that's also because then the guy has it right in his lap. All right, and what if you get a talker like you, for example? If you were next to me on a plane and I really wanted to concentrate, how would I politely tell you, you're nice, but I don't want to talk?
You don't have to be confrontational at all. Pull out a pair of earphones. That's the easiest. And if you don't bring a pair with you, it might be the best $3 you spent buying a pair.
You don't even actually have to plug them into anything.
No.
You just put the headset on. All right, let's come over here to our fake lounge chair. We're poolside at a big hotel. Sometimes you get out there 9 in the morning and somebody already has a towel down or a book down on this chair, and you never see them all day.
No, this is a huge pet peeve of mine, and I have called the 2-hour rule. And this really only comes into play when you're at a resort during really peak time, so over a holiday. But what I mean by the 2-hour rule is if someone is going to go away and play a round of golf, or they're going to go for a long stroll or a leisurely lunch, pack up your things, including your towel, and let somebody else use it.
But what if they don't, and you see that book there all day long in one of the prime chairs at the whole pool?
2-hour rule, if they don't come back, fold up their belongings, put them on the side with their belongings, and start using it. And really, if you don't want to know them to know it was you, drag the chair somewhere else.
I was going to say, because now they come back, now you actually have to get into discussion about what you did, which is no good. Energy, we're all trying to save energy in our own homes, and you say that a lot of people just completely blank on that when they go to a hotel.
They do. They tend to not turn off the lights. They have longer showers. But I really encourage people to pack their environmentally friendly ways when they travel. And there was a staggering statistic by the U.S. EPA that came out, and it said that the consumption of hotels was reduced by 30%. It would be a savings of $2.1 billion. But that's the equivalent of 1.4 million homes. So it's so simple. Just turn the lights off when you're not in the room.
If you have a complaint when you're traveling and on vacation at a hotel, what's the best way to level that complaint?
Well, complaining is an art, as you probably are aware. And when you're dealing with travel, if you have a legitimate problem, I recommend you deal with it right away. But get to the person who's actually going to make it happen for you.
Go to a manager.
Go to a manager, but be clear and concise about your complaint and stay level-headed. Yelling's not going to get you anywhere. And then be realistic about what you're going to get. I mean, if you're beside a nightclub and it's booming loud, you can expect to get to a quieter room, but maybe an upgrade, but not 7 nights for free. You need to be realistic about it.
And also learn a little of the language if you're in a foreign country so that you don't come in like somebody who doesn't care about the local culture.
Yes.
And tipping, any one mistake people generally make when it comes to tipping?
they undertip, and they don't realize that tipping is pretty much universal now. 15% is the standard. There are places it becomes an insult, so you need to do your homework, but 15%.
But you also have to do your homework to know that some places, especially in restaurants and other, they actually include it on the bill already.
So definitely look.
So you want to take a look. Claire,
Yeah.
Thanks. That's good information. We appreciate it.
I hope you use it when you're wearing the world with Matt.
I do, although I'm in and out of these places so fast.
Lucky boy.
I'm still rude. Still to come, Meredith makes a cameo on 30 Rock. Wait till you see this. But first, this is Today on NBC.